It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Purdy. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's another incomplete to Mitchell.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Purdy bootlegging it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
At their own 18.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's got room.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
A first look here for DJ Dallas.
And he's into the clear. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Rolling to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Zach Charbonnet.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown play.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Third and 9 here. Back to throw, Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. There he goes, left side. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Zach Charbonnet
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Purdy now to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now Purdy. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Purdy will look to throw again here.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
They run over center with Mitchell.
He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 23. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
And this is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Mitchell going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
Touchdown 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
They're locked in really well.
124 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second down and 8. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, it's Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the give here, Charbonnet.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Geno now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down, here's Charbonnet.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll run on 1st down with Dallas.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Outright to Smith-Njigba.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Geno.
They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet.
He stiff arms him, fighting his way through contact. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.